Welcome back to another video. This time I'm going to be doing a bit of paper piecing. It's a technique that's, I'm sure there's probably videos out there, but I got asked to do one, so I thought I'd whip one up really quick. I'm going to be using some Odd Girl images. I'm going to do a little bit of head swapping as well. So I've got the Sweet Thinking May clear stamp for the body, and then I printed out Rocker Kaylee. I'd flipped her. That's the nice thing about digis. I flipped her to face the right direction so that she'd work with this body. I just thought it'd be fun. I love her hair, and it would be kind of cool. Funky girls got to dress up and go out every once in a while too. So, for the paper piecing, I color up my images first before I glue any paper down. I just find it's easier that way. And then I pick out my pattern papers, and the reason why I do paper piecing mostly with actual stamps versus digis. You can do it both ways. But when I have a specific pattern that I want to get out of a piece of paper, it's a total guessing game for me, sending it through the printer and getting it to come out in the spot that I want. Whereas with a stamp, I can ink up my image, which I'm just going to do here, and then I've got the specific spot, because like for her skirt I want to get this little bit of paisley right here, so I just line it up, give it a good pressure. Okay, and then I'm going to do a separate stamp for her top. I'm going to actually cut this out in 2 pieces. You wouldn't have to if you liked what fell up top, but I kind of want the top to match the bottom, the print that I'm choosing here. So give that a good pressure. And then it's as simple as fussy cutting out the part that you want. And I just follow right along that line. That's part of the reason why I chose May's again, because this is just a cute, simple outfit to do the paper piecing technique with. And this will give my new May / Kaylee a cute little denim paisley dress. So see, I got that there. Then we're going to get her top. And I'm just going to cut it out as well. It's probably a little hard to see in the video with such a busy pattern exactly where my lines are, but you'll be able to see it in person a lot better. Okay, and that's just going to get glued on right there. And then I'm also going to do her little shrug. So we'll ink her up again. And I'm just going to stamp that on the paper down here. So I don't accidentally get any ink on something else. And then I'm going to cut that out. And you just kind of probably see it better on this since it's a solid. And this is actually going to be cut out in 2 pieces because the neck is going to get in the way of going all the way around. I got this little piece here. And then there's a tiny little bit showing up over on this far side on her shoulder. And that's where this is, you know, something this small you might just choose to color in if you don't want to cut out something super tiny. Okay, so I got that, and I'll show you real quick before I glue that. This last paper piecing that I did with the Some Odd Girl, I actually used this print, which I wasn't crazy about when I first looked at it, but you can see by being able to use an actual stamp and pick out where I wanted it, I could get just this great pattern that kind of falls in these crazy circles. So I did it once, and then I did a second time for the top and pieced them together. And that's, to me, just the benefit of doing it with actual stamps, whether they're the clear makes it really easy because you can see exactly where you're going. And the red rubber, there's still a little bit of a guessing game, but more control even than digis, in my opinion. But you can definitely send pattern paper through with your digis and be able to paper piece. Okay, so now I'm just going to get the glue on. And start putting her clothes. It's just like a paper doll. We're going to glue that one on there. Spread this glue around here. Put the top on. Okay. Get the shrug on. And it's just lining it up with those lines that your stamped image has. Ah. There we go. And we'll just move this down into place. Okay, cool. Okay, so now she's got her fancy designer duds on. And I'm just going to cut her out. More fussy cutting. These are pretty easy images to cut out, which makes them a lot of fun. To play with and manipulate a bit and just see what you can do with them. Okay. Get that part off. Always kind of cutting in little sections, not trying to do it in one long cut. Okay. Here I'm just going to cut right across where her chin is going to be, because I'm swapping heads. Cutting that old ponytail off from the original May. And around her shoe here. Okay, see, not too bad. Now, the reason why I didn't cut her out completely is because I wanted to replace her star earrings. I'm just going to put these little gems on her ears here. Okay. And this way, if I had cut her out, I wouldn't have left myself anything to really stick them to. So that's why I wanted to get earrings on first, and then just kind of cut around them, the rest of the image. Up around her hair, around that earring. Awesome. Okay. So now to complete the little style swap, I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of her neck here. And I've just got a little area to play with. But I'm just going to line that up right there. Kind of hold it in place for a moment. And then once I go to put it on the card, I'll kind of reinforce it where they meet with a glue dot or a pop dot, whatever I'm using to add it to the card. But now I've got a very stylish little hip and funky Rocker Kaylee in a dress now. And paper piecing really is as simple as that. You can always go like on her shrug. I matched up some colors from my Copics, like RV19, and just give it a little hit where the shadows would be, and then I'll just kind of like make it look more convincing as like the light's hitting it too, like the rest of the image. So like I could find one of my blues, probably, I don't know if I want to go as dark as the 99. Let's try the B97. And I could just hit the creases here on the back side. Underneath there. And then let's go all the way down, maybe a B91, just to pull it a bit. There we go. Nothing to say you can't add some color to your pattern paper. And there we go. Now she's got some shadow to her too. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video and start having fun playing around with some paper piecing on your stamped images. Thanks for watching. Bye.